Hello, thanks so much for joining me. Today we'll be making an oven cooked curry chicken. I don't know if you've ever had that version before. I cook it in the oven because I add potatoes to it. And I just like the idea of not having to worry with it. I can just throw it in the oven and let it cook. So if you're interested in trying this recipe, which is not that complicated, believe it or not, it's actually fairly easy, then continue to watch. I'm gonna quickly go over the ingredients for this curry chicken. I got chicken thighs. I'm using 5 thighs, but if you decide to opt out of the potatoes, you can use up to 8 chicken thighs, but I'm going with 5. Here are the spices here, some dry thyme and some parsley flakes, curry powder, the Jamaican style curry powder, onion powder, garlic powder, and some salt. And over here we got the potatoes, some carrots. We'll need some tomato paste, not the whole can. I'm just showing the ingredients. We need some coconut milk, again, not the whole can, a pepper, onion, 3 cloves of garlic. You'll need some thyme, and you will need a bay leaf for this as well. Also, we'll need chicken broth. I like to boil a bouillon cube, and I like to use that as a broth because it has a little bit more flavor than the broth that comes out the carton or the can. So that's why I like to do it that way. So you may or may not need the salt, just depending on your preference of taste. But we're going to start off with these seasonings here. We're going to go ahead and season the chicken. So I got the chicken thighs here, as I mentioned earlier. This chicken has been washed. It has been dried, but it still has a little moisture on it. We're going to go ahead and season it with the seasonings that I got here. We're going to start with the onion or garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. There we go. I like the chicken to be dry when adding the seasoning because it helps the seasonings to stick better. Sorry. 2 teaspoons of onion powder. 4 teaspoons of curry. You see, it's not really an exact science. I'm just kind of getting close because some of it's spilling out. 2 teaspoons of this dry parsley flakes. 2 teaspoons of the the dried thyme. I really do love thyme. And we'll need a teaspoon of the black pepper. I'm just gonna ground what I think is about what I think is 1 teaspoon. That's close enough. And we'll need a teaspoon of salt. Oh, and the teaspoon of some Jamaican browning. Now, if you do not have browning or you can't locate this, Worcestershire sauce works as well. It just doesn't give it that deep color, but the Worcestershire sauce will work too. So I'm going to use a teaspoon of this. And this will give it that really just deep, rich color. Put that in. All right. Probably should have dipped this in a bowl versus in this little casserole dish. You know what? Let me do that. Get a bowl. Okay, makes it a little bit easier. Okay, now this should be able to mix it a little bit better. There we go. You can take the skin off if you want to. I just like to have the skin on. But if you don't want the skin on, you can take it off. Okay. This is the reason why I had this dish, because I was trying to conserve dishes. So now we're just going to put it in here. Let this sit for about an hour, not an hour, what am I thinking? Thinking of something else, 30 minutes. Let it just, let that seasoning get into the chicken for about 30 minutes. While the chicken is sitting for 30 minutes, we can go ahead and get started with dicing and mincing our garlic and slicing the red pepper. So we only need half of an onion. I'm using, this is a sweet onion, but you can use a yellow onion. So I'm using half of this. I'm also going to use half of a red pepper. You don't have to use red, by the way, if you want to use orange or the yellow pepper or green. Those are all fine. I like to use red because we know curry is it's a deep mustard yellow color. So I like the way the red contrast is with it. And then, of course, my 3 garlics. Dicing the onion. Dicing the onion, and then we're going, dicing the garlic, and then we're going to mince it. So we're just gonna, so they're fairly small pieces. If you just continue to take your knife over the garlic like this, it should get it in smaller pieces. Slicing the red peppers to just not really thin slices, but not really big slices either, you know, fairly thin, almost like fajita style. Preheat your oven to 350. I'm just gonna heat about a tablespoon of canola oil in my pot. I didn't have the oil as one of the ingredients. Yes, you will need oil. You can use canola oil, vegetable oil. You could use avocado oil, beef tallow. You just need something that can take on high heat. I'm just cooking this, allowing the vegetables to get a little heat on them before throwing them in the oven to help release that flavor in all of them. So let it, give it a good stir fry for about 2 to 3 minutes. Make sure you continue to stir. Do not allow the garlic to burn. Definitely don't want that to happen. So just keep stirring. Okay, so it's been about 3 minutes. So now I'm just going to add the chicken right on top. Let this chicken cook, let it get a good sear on it. For about 5 minutes on each side. Let it cook for another 5 minutes on the other side. I'm adding in the chicken broth. It's 2 cups. One cup coconut milk. 2 teaspoons of tomato paste. I'm just gonna wing it here. That's maybe about 2 teaspoons right there. Throw in a few sprigs of thyme. And I want to throw in 1 bay leaf. If I can get this, should have had this already open. Here we go. I'm going to give that a stir. And from here, we're going to add in 3 teaspoons of curry powder. Add in my carrots. And add in the potatoes. Okay, so we're going to cover this and put this in the oven. This curry is definitely done. I can smell it throughout the entire house. It smells delicious. And it is, I'm certain for sure done. It's cooked for it's cooked for an hour and a half. There you go. Oh yeah, trying to keep the steam away from my phone. You guys, y'all can't tell me that this does not look delicious. It smells divine. I'm using the word divine, not smells good. Anything can smell good. This smells divine. The potatoes are definitely tender. The meat, unbelievably tender. This is heavenly. It smells so good. All right, so now I'm just going to let it cool for a bit before I pop it in a plate. And we'll be back. It has cooled down for about 10 minutes. Still a lot of steam coming off of it, so it's still fairly hot, which is fine. Just can't eat it while it's smoking hot. But anyway, this curry chicken is done. This makes for a great fall meal. Just something, I can't say you technically throw it together because you can't. It really does take a little time to put together, but it really is delicious. So here you have it, the curry chicken. This one's cooked in the oven, doesn't take that long. I mean, it's chicken thighs, these potatoes, doesn't take long to cook at all. But anyways, I would like to thank you for watching my video. Please like and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks, bye-bye.